Hello everybody, this is Alchemisted. This is Star Trek Online. Been a while. I heard Azure Nebula had been changed, so I decided I was going to go through. Might as well make it a video to go see how Azure Nebula had changed. I got a bunch of stuff that's left over from God knows when was the last time I logged in to do anything. I actually have not missed this game very much. The one storyline that I have been waiting for like 10 years, which is Jem'Hadar getting his comeuppance, they managed to botch in the most horrific way, and it just absolutely killed my enthusiasm for the game, like the way they handled it. You had Worf, you had Rodek, you had Martok, you had Sorella, you had Gerard. It's so bad. It reminds me of like WWF. When, what the fuck was that movie called? Ready to Rumble? You had the Macho Man. You had Ultimate Warrior. You had Hulk Hogan. You know, you had an all-star title picture. And then in comes, whatever the fuck his name was, David Arquette. In comes David Arquette to take the title. For no other reason than he has a TV show running right now. It wasn't a TV show then. It was a movie with like Oliver Platt as a pro wrestler. Okay, but same logic. That's the only reason that character shows up, because cross promotion with the TV show that's running, even though she's no longer relevant at all to the TV show because they fucked off to the future. And managed to ruin that as well. Sigh. You had so many cool characters, but you gave it to a character who you basically invented at the last minute. I might as well just call her Star Child for all the relevance to the plot that she had before now. So yeah, that was a plot that I had been wanting to see. You remember in like, oh god, when was it? It was in the temporal arc when it wasn't Jem'Hadar, but it was a character using the same character model, and he got like poisoned at like a meeting, and everybody was like, "Did Jem'Hadar just get like fucking Game of Thrones? Holy shit!" Everybody was freaking out, and they had to calm everybody down. No, that wasn't Jem'Hadar. We'll go normal. We'll go normal because if it's been changed and there's new stuff we have to deal with, then I want to see the changes so that I know what to do and I'm not screwing over my group. Yeah, like it all, like that whole thing, that whole arc where you're playing as Juula. By the way, you're playing as a different character. Your character is completely irrelevant to the story. How do you feel about that, Klingon characters? In the year of Klingon, that your Klingon character that's supposedly the focus of this Klingon storyline is no longer relevant in the last 2 acts of it. How did you... Vince Russo couldn't have... I say Vince Russo couldn't have booked this bad, but the aforementioned David Arquette thing did happen, so... But... the whole situation depends on the Klingons forgetting how to Klingon properly. Like, you reveal Jem'Hadar as like a fraud and basically a traitor and a lunatic. And the Klingons just decide to go, "Oh, this isn't fun anymore, I'm going home." And they all just leave. Like a queue should have formed right up to Jem'Hadar. Everybody's gonna take their shot. Do I have to join advanced? But yeah, that's pretty much why. In a nutshell. It was so one of the big plots of this game, the biggest running plot, because Jem'Hadar is the final boss. Jem'Hadar was the guy. He wasn't the one who orchestrated the chaos in the Alpha Quadrant. There it goes. I had to go for advanced. But he was the guy, like, that was the Iconians, but he was the guy who happily plunged the quadrant into chaos. He happily went along with it, essentially. He was always going to be the final boss. Planes have captured reinforcements, disabled tractor beams, yes. More powerful ships, falchions are 5 points. It gave it to me twice. I am 1 dialogue into this game and there's already been a glitch. They have done a nice visual pass. This does look very nice. Like, the visuals, there's nothing wrong with this game on the visuals. They always do good work. And I always make sure to praise the visual team. We are kind of getting our shit wrecked here. What's going on? Oh, there's a wall. Ugh! But I feel like that's quickly become a lost... That's almost a lost art at this point, is how to end a story. Because everybody, whenever you say, like, the ending wasn't satisfactory, it's always like, well, how do you end a story like that? You read. You read literature. You read books. Like, an ending doesn't have to resolve absolutely everything, but it should be satisfying. I feel like that's the trap that a lot of people fall into, is the ending's gotta resolve everything. No, it doesn't. Man, that lance is useless. I would trade that lance for a legendary galaxy that didn't cost $1,000. Yes, I know it only costs a couple hundred. That is still too damn much. For the one ship that I want. And I'm spending a lot of time on console, so my ship's probably way behind the current meta. Probably part of why I'm struggling here. The ones in the middle are a distraction, free the numbers. I don't think I've ever been on a stupid team before today. That is hyperbole, sir. I've been on plenty of stupid teams. Including apparently this one, but in my defense, I've not played this in ages. Okay, that one's been freed. I've not played this in ages and it has been changed. That is all I know. Maybe, like, taking the center could be an invaluable task. Who knows? Yeah, sure. I'm honestly just here to blow shit up. A little bit of ultra-violence. That's what this game's good at. I have long since, like, stopped caring. If I wanted to care about this, I'd be playing it on the PS4, where my ship is less behind on the meta. Don't mind me, I'm just disabling tractor beams. Do you fucking mind? I'm disabling tractor beams, dude. Let's see. Total marks are on 45. You should uninstall! Uninstall the game! Ah! And then Tsunami took his... And he's a Discovery captain as well, of course. You should uninstall! You should shoot yourself! Ah! Star Trek Online. Let me show you how behind I am on PC. Let's see, episodes... Yeah, so I haven't touched any of this. I did these when they came out, and I thought they were dumb. But whatever. I've not done any of this. I've not done any of this. I've not done any of this on PC. Haven't touched it. That's how long it's been since I played this. That's how far behind my ship probably is gear-wise. Like, it is the Legendary Galaxy. I did get that. Big thanks to Temporal Directive, by the way. For the Fleet Legendary. No, it's not the Fleet Legendary. Is there a Fleet Legendary? I don't know. I can't be asked to know that. Quad cannons. Yes, I have cannons on a Galaxy. What of it? How dare you have cannons on a Galaxy? You should uninstall! Alright, let's do this. Let's try it. Let's try this time. And the Lisette is here. And it's giving me that message twice. That's great. Game. Okay. 1, 3, 1, 2. We're going for 3. And the Lisette just cloaks. You know, it'd be nice if the Lisette could help us. I don't know. Alright, only takes one guy to clear this one. So I'm heading over to number 2. Looking to see if a scimitar suddenly appears there.
A Hapax warbird is escaping.
Oh, God. It's that thing.
This warbird is escaping.
Should be it.
A Delon warbird is escaping.
Alright. I'm going for the Hapax. Why don't you deal with him, Mrs. I'm in a Scimitar?
Warbird is escaping.
Alright, go. Talis. Bunch of fighting in the middle, which we're going to avoid. Got two Talisi. Whatever. I miss my auto fire powers. Something fierce. just avoid the center. Yeah, I'm just gonna slide over here. Some bitch. Discard the aggro as best I can. If you can just hold their aggro, I got this. Okay, maybe I don't got this. No, we got this. Yeah, yes. Going for that one. Is it? Is it? I'm going over here, me. Yeah. Batten down the hatches. Fucking hoist the mizzen mast and whatever else. No, that's fine, Rally. Just don't do anything. That's fine, Rally Point. Don't heal me at all. So 27 marks. That's the difference. We got like what, 100 or something last time? Oh, and then a scimitar shows up. Right at the very end. Okay, whoever's left, come home to the barn. That was weird. Hey, Lisette, you want to do anything about the other scimitar that's stranded here? Hey, Jirok. Hey. Hey, Jirok, there's still people stranded here. You want to take your fucking dreadnought and do something about it? Make yourself useful? I guess not. And they still have the stupid Discovery warp sound. Sorry, but that is not the sound the ship makes when it goes to warp. Okay? Discovery's sound design is ass. That's the new Azure Nebula, same as the old Azure Nebula, except it's got an enemy mob spawn in the center, and the Lisette just kind of hangs around being useless. I think at this point, most of the good Star Trek games count as abandonware. So you have, hold on. So you have like games like Star Trek Armada. There's really no one, like, nobody's selling Star Trek Armada. Nobody's producing copies of Star Trek Armada anymore. Starfleet Command 3 Bridge Commander. If you can find a CD of Bridge Commander, or Starfleet Command 3, or Star Trek Armada, or any of the Activision-verse games, really, it's going to run you like $100 at least. Like, there's no new prints of those games. Nobody's, like, marketing those games anymore. They're pretty much thoroughly abandonware. All of which I can wholeheartedly recommend, by the way. Especially Bridge Commander. Bridge Commander is... we recently started playing Bridge Crew, like among my gaming group, and sort of like an after session thing. Like after we play Star Trek Adventures, we like play Bridge Commander and fool around and stuff. And... or not Bridge Commander, I'm Bridge Crew. Bridge Commander is the game Bridge Crew desperately wants to be. Doesn't quite make it there. You can get Starfleet Command Gold Edition from Good Old Games. I don't think you can get Starfleet Command 2 Empires at War from Good Old Games, but I don't think it's that expensive. It was $12 when I got it. But it, too, is basically abandonware at this point. I suppose the only real disadvantage to buying SFC1 nowadays is the lack of mods available. There used to be a lot of great sites, like Battle Clinic was a big one, that had just this huge catalog of models. Considering how far into the abandonware well most, if not all, of the Activision Star Trek games are, and the fact that they haven't actively produced or sold them in God knows how long, ever since like the early 2000s when they had that falling out with Paramount. They like pulled them from shelves. There's actually a warehouse somewhere out there. There's a warehouse with nothing but copies of Starfleet Command 3 and Bridge Commander and Armada and God help us, Hidden Evil, just gathering dust that archaeologists will discover one day. Just somewhere out there, there's just a treasure trove of CDs. Probably have all succumbed to bit rot by this point, so. And if this game is slowing down, if you feel this game is slowed down, I personally do. But if you don't, you're still playing it, that's cool. Fine, whatever. But if and when you do, I would recommend checking those games out. I recommend looking up Star Trek Legacy. Legacy, I'm pretty sure, is still being sold by Bethesda. There's lots of great Star Trek games and a lot of great content for those games hanging around the internet. If you know where to look, you can still find it. And also, the Bridge Commander mod community has recently gotten a shot in the arm. They moved on to Discord, so hopefully we'll see lots of great stuff coming out of there. I know a friend of mine on my Discord has just released a model over there, the Valhalla class. It's the Valhalla from Flare Spire. So check that out if you play Bridge Commander. Fly that around for a while. There's lots of great Star Trek gaming out there that isn't Star Trek Online, and I encourage you guys to check it out. Bottom line. There's also some great mods. Everybody's heard of Armada 3. If you do play Star Trek Legacy, for the love of God, only play it with Ultimate Universe installed. Star Trek Legacy is a train wreck. But with Ultimate Universe installed, it actually becomes playable. And that's literal. They actually had to go in and fix the code for Ultimate Universe. Like, they actually, in the source code, they had to fix the game. So, yeah. Only play it with that installed. I have long wanted to sort of like go through and do Let's Plays of those classic Star Trek games. I'm currently in the middle of fighting the Borg in Starfleet Command 3, but I might drop the Mini-Dominion... I'm not going to drop the Mini-Dominion War thing, but I might go ahead, and while I'm working on that, just do a straight playthrough of Starfleet Command 3, which is structurally different from the other games in that it's a progression. You play as one faction, then the next faction in the story, then the next, etc. And Starfleet is like the tail end of the plot, actually. I think it begins with the Romulans, goes through the Klingons, and then into the Federation. And then there's an extra campaign with, like, the Borg. And an extra mission with the Romulans. Could do that at some point. It's on the agenda. Or I could go in release order and start with Hidden Evil, the game so god-awful, the point-and-click adventure so bad that Activision started giving away copies of it for free, duct taped to copies of Star Trek Insurrection. I'm not joking. Hidden Evil is the beginning of the Activision Gamesverse, and it is not good. Let me know what you think. But I'm going to go off. I got shit to do. So, see you guys later.